If you got dropped into Earth's past at almost any point before right now, you'd be dead in minutes. Sometimes you can't breathe the air. Sometimes something with too many teeth decides your dinner. And sometimes the planet is just running at a temperature that makes Death Valley feel comfortable. We're going to race through every major prehistoric era, figure out exactly what kills you and what that actually feels like. Fair warning, it's almost never quick, and it's definitely never pleasant. But hey, you'll learn some Earth history, so everyone wins. Except you, obviously, because you'll be dead. We start in the Precambrian. You land on a beach of black volcanic rocks hot enough to cook on. The sky is a hazy, sickly orange-brown. You take a breath and nothing happens. There's almost no oxygen, just carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Your lungs panic in seconds. Your heart races trying to deliver oxygen that isn't there. Vision tunnels, skin burns from intense UV radiation with no ozone layer. The ground scorches your feet, while the sun microwaves you from above. In about 2 minutes, your brain shuts down from lack of oxygen. You collapse face first into bacterial slime, the only life on the planet. Your final sensations are heat and suffocation. Evolution hasn't invented caring yet. Good news, in the Cambrian, oxygen exists and you can breathe. It feels incredible. You're on a rocky coastline with warm tropical air and clear blue water. The land is barren rock and algae, but the ocean looks inviting and you're desperately thirsty. You wade in and immediately learn the Cambrian seas are full of things that think you look edible. An anomalocaris, a 3-foot-long nightmare that looks like a failed shrimp experiment, swims over. Its spiky frontal appendages grab your calf, digging in deep. Its circular, serrated mouth starts scraping your leg, like it's coring an apple. You kick and bleed into the water. Either it drags you under and you drown, or you escape only to die later from infection in bacteria-filled water. The ocean has officially labeled you prey. Maybe land is safer. In the Devonian, trees have appeared. You're in a humid swamp forest of giant ferns, everything dripping wet and hot. You can breathe fine and there's fresh water. You spot a slow brown river and rush in to drink and cool off. Your first mistake. Lurking in the murky depths is a Dunkla osteus, a 20-foot armored fish with guillotine-like bony blades, instead of teeth and a bite force rivaling a T-Rex. It explodes from the water and clamps around your waist. Ribs shatter instantly. The blades slice through skin and muscle as it drags you deeper. One thrash tears you in half. Water floods your lungs and everything goes dark. Water clearly isn't safe. In the Carboniferous, you stay on dry land. You last about 15 minutes. The planet is one giant swamp forest with 100-foot trees. Oxygen hits 35%, higher than today. At first, it feels amazing. Deep breaths, extra energy. Then you notice the bugs. Dragonflies with 2-foot wingspans are just the warning. Arthropods scale up with the oxygen. You nearly step on a millipede longer than you are tall. Then a dog-sized scorpion finds you. Near standing water. It rushes in and stings your calf. The venom burns like fire and electricity. Your leg goes numb as neurotoxins shut down muscle signals. Heart rhythm goes haywire. Breathing becomes a conscious effort. You die slowly over the next hour from respiratory failure, or pass out and get eaten by something else. High oxygen has a price. Bugs that can kill you. Fortunately, the Permian drops oxygen way down, which somehow makes things worse. Earth is running a fever. You're in an endless red desert baking over 100-degree four with almost no shade. Oxygen is only 16%. Every breath feels like high altitude. You find a stale puddle and drink it anyway. At night, you build a small fire. That's when a pack of gorgonopsids, wolf-sized saber-toothed proto-mammals, smells you from a mile away. They circle just outside the firelight, hissing and growling. One tests you, then the boldest strikes from behind, sinking saber teeth into your shoulder and neck, slicing arteries. The pack swarms in. Shock hits before the pain gets too detailed. You become food for animals evolution will soon erase. If you thought that was peak horror, the Triassic introduces dinosaurs, though early ones are small. The real threat is Postosuchus, a 20-foot land crocodile that walks upright on powerful legs. Hot and dry, you follow tracks to a water hole where every animal must drink, and predators know to wait. You miss the one lying flat on rocks 30 feet away. It goes from statue still to sprinting in a second, slams into you, and locks its bone-crushing jaws on your leg. Bones snap. It shakes and does a death roll, twisting your knee and hip apart. Shock and blood loss kill you before the eating really starts. The Jurassic brings real forests, decent rainfall, and plenty of oxygen. For a moment, you think maybe this one works. Towering trees, streams, animal sounds. Then you smell rotten meat, a half-eaten carcass. 3 Allosaurus return to their cached kill, each 30 feet long with massive jaws. They spot you and charge as a pack. One knocks you down, pins you with a foot, and bites your neck and shoulder, cracking bone and severing arteries. The others join in. Shock spares you most of the pain. Those were prototypes. The Cretaceous upgrades them. Flowers bloom. Oxygen is high again. Climate stable. You think survival might last more than a day. But predators have perfected teamwork. Near a river, birds go silent. Your only warning before 6 dromaeosaurs, raptors, surround you. Human-sized with wicked sickle claws on their feet and forward-facing eyes. They communicate with clicks, testing your defenses, coordinating angles. One distracts while another leaps onto your back, sinking a toe claw deep. They slash in turns until one slices your throat. Blood pressure drops fast. Your body drops and the pack feeds while a T-Rex smells the blood. Dinosaurs ruled for 150 million years. Then an asteroid ends them. In the Paleogene, mammals replace them. You're in a dripping, humid tropical jungle around 90 degrees. Water and actual edible fruit exist, but every mosquito bite and cut brings unknown infections. After 3 days, you're feverish, swollen, and itching from parasites. The finisher is a terror bird, a 6-foot-tall, flightless predator with a skull-cracking beak. It tracks your weakened state and charges openly. You stumble. Its beak smashes the back of your head, crushing bone. It keeps striking as it starts eating. You feel it for maybe 10 seconds. We're near in the present, but the Quaternary Ice Age, around 50,000 years ago, isn't safer. Bone-chilling cold hits instantly. You're on a frozen steppe with a glacier on the horizon. No proper clothes, exhausted from previous eras. Hypothermia sets in fast. Fingers numb, violent shivering. Blood pulled to your core. You manage a fire, but smoke travels far. A pack of larger, meaner cave hyenas arrives, drawn by the light and the promise of meat. They circle, whooping. One rushes in, grabs your ankle, and drags you from the flames. The pack swarms, legs first, then arms, then throat. Cold and shock make you lose consciousness quickly. Your bones scatter across the snow. Across 4 billion years, there's maybe a 10,000-year window where a lone human can exist without the planet immediately trying to kill them. You're living in it right now. Every other era had something completely incompatible. Unbreathable air, giant ocean predators, couch-sized venomous bugs, extreme heat or cold, or ecosystems where everything was gigantic, venomous, or both. Nature spent billions of years perfecting ways to kill intruders. The fact that you can step outside today without suffocating, being eaten, or freezing solid is a statistical accident, a narrow slice of perfect conditions. Time travel sounds cool in theory. In practice, it's a terrible idea. Appreciate this boring, normal present while you can.